Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry, I'm still trying to get my headphones adjusted. Hello, happy Thursday. Yes, D-Day Corns. Hello, Corns. Hello, Floppy. Hi, I might cook pasta. What kind of pasta? Pesto pasta? Spaghetti sauce? A meat sauce? A ragu? I missed the Little Nightmares 2 stream. It's okay, Dango Watch. We actually had so many issues. That's been rescheduled to this Sunday. So if you're available, you know, come by on Sunday and we will be finishing Little Nightmares 2. Hello, welcome in, LJ Duo. No wellness check needed today. Welcome in, everybody. How is everybody's day? Man, it's been such a hard week for me because of the news about returning to, you know, the office. So yeah, that's where I'm at. A little bit exhausted and tired, but definitely pushing through. I really need to write a post to Patreon and YouTube for my ASMR channel and be like, I just can't this month. She actually rescheduled to make sure she realized Dankin Watched wasn't there. Yeah, but I hope everyone has been having a better week than I have been. There have been tiny, small, you know, pockets of sunshine in my week, but for the most part, a lot of doom and gloom. Also, it's been like super rainy and like windy. If you hear the wind, I'm sorry. I actually had to like open a window so that it wouldn't whistle through the window gap. Not sure why the wind whistles when the window is closed, but guess I gotta let my landlord know. It's been alright here, been stupid tired. Dude, I feel that. The time change really sucks. Cause we lost an hour, you know? I am super tempted to buy some kitchen things right now, even though I'm not supposed to. What kind of kitchen things, Floppy? Sorry, I'm super tired. You know, got off work and I was like, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a little bit. And this is the result. Me just yawning. We should go find that hour. I know, beat him up. But yes, so it's the long awaited. I bet D-Day Boy is in here. I don't know if D-Day Boy is here, but the long awaited story of my Valentine's Day date with D-Day Boy. Pasta bowl and a matching plate cup set. Oh, that's cute. Wait, why are you not supposed to? I mean, if it's your things. If you keep it in your room, who's to say you can't have your own pasta bowl and a matching plate cup set? Floppy? Why not call it VD Day? Well, because D-Day is shorter. We have plates at home. Sounds much better. Before you start, what did D-Day Boy say about using him for content? He said it was okay. It wasn't like I really was like, oh yeah, like, you know, because he knew, like, he knows I'm a streamer, you know? And he knows I talk a lot about my life in general. That's a good point. Hide everything. And so he was like, you know, it's fine. And I think as long as I, you know, keep his name out of it and keep his privacy, like, there's no reason for me not to tell you guys about my date and things. Cupid, hello, welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. You're a streamer? I'm out. I don't watch streamers. Oh, sorry. Maybe you might be better off on someone else's stream. How has streams been, Cupid? Welcome in. Hello, hello. You're not going to give us his social security number? My guy, I don't even know my social security number, so. How are you doing, princess? Really tired. a little bummed out because my work was like, starting from this week, everyone has to return to the office for 4 days a week, and I'm literally like, all right, well, I gotta go look for a job that will be fully remote, I guess. Awesome. Hello. 4 days. Hi, Corns. Welcome in. Hello. Awesome. So many of my streamer friends are here. Guys, go check out Cupid and Awesome and Corns. Cupid is a cute crocodile VTuber. She's absolutely lovely. Super chaotic gremlin vibes, if that's what you're into. Awesome, a very chill, cool guy. Super comfy vibes over there. Has funny stories, has lived a life. And will tell you about the life that he's lived. And super chatty. And Corns, my favorite vegetable is, wait, you know, I did hear vegetables are fake, but you're my favorite fake vegetable, Corns. Corns does violin karaoke and is super sweet, very soft-spoken. He has such a nice voice. Fake vegetable. Okay, no, but look it up, Corns. Vegetables are fake. Vegetables aren't a real thing. I hope you can find it. Yeah, looking for a job in this economy is honestly a little bit scary, but figured out how to split my audio, so I actually sang a bit on stream last time too. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so glad for you. Hello, Chrono. Welcome in. Corn is both a fruit and grain, not a vegetable. This is like the time she said cereals weren't real. I mean, cereals... I actually don't know. Cereal is a food category, not really... Are vegetables a food category? Don't do this to me. I literally just woke up from my nap. And I'm like thinking in overtime. My brain is working so hard because I cannot, like, I have to be so careful what I say about D-Day, you know? Hello, Ash. Welcome in. How are you? Good afternoon. Yes, vegetables are a food category with fruits. Okay. Did you know strawberries and blueberries aren't berries? It's fake. They're called berries, but they're not actually berries. That's the other thing I learned. Okay, we're gonna start story time. If I can find my scene. Okay. Da 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 da! Valentine's Day. I made such a cute little thing, you guys. Throw caution to the wind, dish girl, dish. Meet cute, ow! I should write it down and run it by a trusted individual. Your entire chat. You have a whole presentation? I do. I have a presentation for my Valentine's Day date, and also my Alaska trip. So if you guys are looking forward to story time, I got stories for you, you know? Do I need to take notes? Is there going to be a taste at the end of stream? Oh, I hope you don't taste Valentine's D-Day or my Alaska trip. Don't taste me. Blueberries are berry princess. Strawberries are the one that aren't. What about blackberries and raspberries? I have to grab my tablet then so I can watch while cooking. Huh? I didn't say it. Dinkin Watch did. Okay, Valentine's D-Day story time. Okay, so as you guys know, I've been talking to, you know, D-Day boy. We have to call him something else. Can we decide? Can we decide to call him something else? I cannot keep calling this man D-Day boy. I'm a berry. I don't taste the D. Got it. I'm fantastic fucking tired. Blackberries and raspberries also are berries. Cranberries and blueberries are. I see. Call him Mr. Blueberry? Mr. Blueberry? Big D-Man. So you agree it's not a good name? I mean, call him an inconspicuous name like Elizabeth. You cursed him with this name forever. This is entirely your fault. I mean, I feel like Ash was the first one to suggest an actual name. Mr. with a title and everything, okay? Mr. Blueberry. So maybe... Stop, not Big D. So we'll call D-Day Boy Mr. Blueberry. Okay. So, as you guys know, why does that sound O? Mr. X, because we are Re fans? I don't know what Re is. Mr. Blueberry sounds plump. Okay. We need a rewind. Okay, rewind back to last year when I started talking to Mr. Blueberry a little bit more and I started crushing on him. And then I was like, you know what? I just have to tell him. I feel my tummy hurts. I feel like I'm lying every time we hang out because I'm not saying anything. So I just have to tell him I like him. So I told Mr. Blueberry, right? And then we started talking more. And then we decided, okay, why don't we do a Valentine's Day date? Tummy hurts from too many blueberries. I feel like if you eat too many things, your tummy would hurt regardless. Only Princess would have nausea, anxiety from not confessing her feelings. Okay, look, listen. Okay, when you have things that you just want to tell people and you can't tell people, especially as a streamer, when I tell people everything, my tummy was hurting way too much. You know, the entire date was them jumping. Oh, I fucking wish. You hate Mr. Blueberry. My blood pressure. Hi, son. Welcome in. Clearly, it hurt from not enough blueberry. I feel like it's normal. It's called a crush for a reason. It's not a pleasant feeling. I didn't expect more in this story. Okay. No. Okay. When I have feelings, I like to tell the people around me, right? Like, I tell Ever I love her all the time. I tell my friends that I love them. And so when I had a crush on Mr. Blueberry, I was like, really? I have something to tell you. Okay, I like you. Okay, bye. That's not how it happened. But, you know, I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember. I think we were on call and we were saying goodbye, and then I was like, oh, so I have something to say, and I think I don't even remember. I was like, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you're just nice because you're always nice, but I wanted to let you know that, you know, I kind of like you a little bit. And, you know, okay, that's it. And then we hung up. Is that how it happened? Was Ever Mr. Blueberry all along? And then we decided, okay, for Valentine's Day, why don't we, you know, do something special together? He isn't, so it was a virtual date. We had a little date online. This sounds exactly like Princess, not gonna lie. I don't know about the immediate hang up, but okay. This sounds like such an awkward confession. Okay, so we decided we would do a remote date. Okay, so on the morning of, we didn't go out on Valentine's Day because that was a Friday. I had work. It wasn't like some national holiday that everybody had off. So I had our date set for Saturday. So, okay, oh, I have to click. Okay, so in the morning, Valentine's Day date. Okay, in the morning, he gave me a phone call and we said good morning. And in the morning. Ooh, wait, you made a whole presentation. This is cool, actually. Yeah, I made a whole presentation both for my Valentine's Day date and also my Alaska trip. Really excited to show you all the Alaska trip pictures too. She's so giddy already. We barely gotten started. Yeah, so we had a morning call. He called me, said good morning, and we kind of just spent the morning catching up. I told him kind of about D&D and how my D&D session was with my friends, because he's also, you know, into D&D. Gotta find someone who has the same hobbies as you, right? So it's gonna take a while for getting this much build up to good morning. And I think I told you guys, but he's also a streamer. And so I was just catching up on his like past week's streams, and he was telling me about the games he was playing. Yeah, so we just spent the morning, and then the kind of goal of the day was to do like basically the same thing together, even though we weren't going to be like together on a date, you know, like in person. Oh, thanks for Idol Princess Redeem. The whole point was so that we could do the same thing together. So we had decided we were going to pick a restaurant that we could order food from, and then also we were going to bake together. So I'll show you guys that later as well. So we had the good morning call, and one of the first things he did also was wish me a happy Valentine's Day. No, so not McDonald's. We decided on Wingstop for lunch. Dating invalidates your idol status. I can be an idol and date too. Hi Eclipse, welcome in. How are you? Why are you guys so cute? I'm trying not to get diabetes here. Yeah, so we decided on Wingstop for lunch and ordered together. Because we were kind of talking about our favorite flavors. Okay, what are some of your favorite flavors from Wingstop? Because like before my D-Day before D-Day, I really liked lemon pepper and garlic parmesan, and those were my like two favorites, right? Trying so hard not to bulge you. I'm not familiar with Wingstop. What do they sell? Wingstop basically sells wings and lots of different flavored wings. You can get like buffalo sauce wings or like a dry rub. Nobody tell me what happens in Oshinokosa's corns. What's Wingstop? It's just a wing store. Salt and vinegar. Okay, that's my Valentine's gift. Thanks, Beetle Ian. I appreciate you. She's not Korean. She can date. I'm an American Idol, okay? Damn, girl, I didn't know you had an idol, Redeem. I do. Hi, Shrill, welcome in. You look stunning. Oh, thank you, Cupid. You're very sweet. Your face has never been to Wingstop? American Idol, which season? I've never been on American Idol, but I am an American Idol. So we had Wingstop, and I ordered one, like the lemon pepper, and then I also ordered the, oh no, why did it go so fast? The hot honey rub, the boneless. So we ordered boneless chicken because we were looking at it. I was like, the regular wings are too pricey. Can we just order like the boneless chicken? And he was like, sure. And so we decided that we would get two flavors, and I got the hot honey rub and the lemon pepper, and he got the hot honey rub, and he got like the second one was like a Hawaiian sauce. It was like a saucy wing. And wait, I have a question for you guys. When you guys go on dates, are you guys kind of like the person who likes to try a lot of different things when you go to a store that you've been to before? Will you order new things all the time? Or are you the kind of person who's like, I know what I like, and I've already ordered like one or two things from here, so I'm gonna order the same thing? What are you guys, what's your kind of approach to eating out? I bring dice. Oh wow, actually. I don't know about that. Have you seen VTuber Fest? They get mad when their Oshis are dating. I want everyone to know here in chat that I am a normal human being who will date and have, you know, significant others. So I'm sorry if that upsets anyone. Maybe you shouldn't be here. Hot honey rub. That's the name of the date. Duo, no. Usually just order what I like. Princess Normal, I don't know about that. More adventurous on a date. I asked them to order an appetizer for me, and I order an appetizer for them. I bring friends and force them to get everything so I can try all of it. I usually order something new, but haven't been to a single place enough times that I have to repeat. Okay, because like for me, I usually like to order the same thing. I'm not as adventurous as you guys. When I know that I like something, I'll usually stick to that order. And Mr. Blueberry was like, well, I like to try new things. And I'm also the kind of person who's like, can I try some of your food? So we kind of talked about, you know, oh, if you order something new, can I try it? And I also asked him, I was like, if I liked your dish more than I liked my dish, would you trade with me? And he said he wouldn't give me everything, but that we would split it. And I was like, okay, that's fair. For a Viet place, I'll just beeline for pho. Yeah, pho. I love pho. I made pho this week, by the way. Roll a d20 for each item. I see. And then does the highest roll win? Is that what you order? If there's no dessert menu, I'll just be sad, I guess. Never been on a date, but I like looking at the dessert menu first and building my meal off of that. Okay, Floppy, that's so base, though. That's great. Oh, you're vegan? This will be an adventure for you. When she says she's not hungry and then your food arrives. I'm such a woman. Sharing food? Lock him down now. I know. I'm the kind of person who's like, I'll just order the same thing. Oh my god, there's this video that I remember watching this video of this girl and a guy on a date, and they are taking sips of their drinks that like the wait staff just placed on their table. So she takes a sip of her drink and he takes a sip of his drink, and they look at each other and then they trade drinks, and then the girl drinks the guy's drink, right? And like you can tell she's like vibing. She's like, I really like, this is the drink that she really enjoys drinking. And he drinks her drink and it's just okay, right? And she looks across at like up at him. And they trade back the drinks, right? And then she looks up at him and she like just smiles and looks up, and then he like laughs a little bit, and then he like slides his drink over to her, and she gets really happy and like pushes her drink towards him. And I was like, that's the kind of love I want. Where like if I'm with someone and they know that I really enjoy something, they're like, yeah, you can have it. Kind of stuff are you watching? I don't know, cute stuff on YouTube. On the YouTubes, okay? Sounds like an advertisement for that drink. Okay, so then after we got Wingstop, we paused and I actually made fries, okay? By the way, we ordered Wingstop at the same time. We like ordered online, and I drove to my Wingstop and he drove to his Wingstop, and we had like a little adventure together. Okay, so that's me going on an adventure, and I went to go pick up my food. And apparently, even though we ordered food at the same time, his order, like honestly, it like took so long. But eventually he got back. Coca-Cola, haven't seen that in 20 years. Zero sugar. Also, I made fries because I had extra potatoes at home. And so what I did was like before I left, I mixed my potatoes together with like oil and salt and pepper. And then I threw them in the air fryer. And then I left to go pick up my my Wingstop order. She apparently paid for the food with a flower. Man, if only life was that simple. Here's a flower. May I have food, goods, and services in exchange for this flower? And the one with the glasses? No, I'm the one with the flower because I'm cute. And then this was his. So I think this is the hot honey one, and then this was the Hawaiian one. And then he got some cheese fries. And I was like, you can get that. I want to save money. So I got regular fries. And while we sat and ate our lunch, he was like, oh, let's watch the movie that I picked out for us together. What movie do you guys think we watched? Any guesses? Any guesses before I go to the next page? What movie do you guys think Mr. Blueberry picked out for me? A horror movie. The Agony, then Ecstasy. Friday the 13th. Was it the Terrifier movie? No. 1000% something dog related. No, it was something that I said I had wanted to watch because I didn't get a chance to. The Notebook 1000%. No, it wasn't The Notebook. All right. I feel like everyone's guessed. Heretic? No. All right. It's I guess kind of a girly choice. We watched Wicked. Cause I had commented, I was like, oh, I haven't watched Wicked, but everyone's been talking about it, and I really, really want to watch it. So we watched Wicked together, and oh yeah, I also, by the way, Mr. Blueberry was on call with me while I was putting together our little presentation. Chippy, thank you for the resubscribe. Thank you for 20 months. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. I'm just telling everyone about D-Day and my date with Mr. Blueberry. I actually enjoyed Wicked even though I'm not big on musicals. Wicked is an anagram of ew, dick. Thank you, Eclipse. Thank you very much. I'm shocked you went this long without playing Jump King, honestly. I mean, sometimes I don't have to play Jump King all the time, you know? I can play other games. It's true. But yeah, Mr. Blueberry was like, wouldn't it be funny? Or also he was like, yeah, and Graha was there. And so I made a little Graha tea pop up in the left corner. She plays, she just doesn't collect babes. So we watched Wicked, and then I feel like for you guys, this isn't super important, but like I got to paint my nails, and like I turned my camera on and everything, and he got like a hand cam, and I like did my nails. And like for me, this is kind of, I don't know if it's like a big deal, but like it made me feel very seen, because like I don't know if I told you, but my last relationship, he didn't really appreciate me doing my nails, right? Like he hated the sound of nails being clipped and filed, and he would always kind of like almost look down on me spending my time doing something like that, like almost as if he thought it was frivolous. But then, like, he also liked it when I had my nails painted, and I'm like, my guy, you cannot have it both ways. You can't like want me to have my nails done, but also not like the process of me doing my nails. Like, so hands on first date. Yeah. So, he was totally okay with me, like, with my microphone on and everything. I didn't mute myself. I like clipped my nails, and I did my nail painting, and it was like gel, so I had to do like my little UV what is it called, that thing that like shoots UV at your fingers, the UV lamp, and it beeps every time, right? And he was like totally okay with that. It's like when my friend hated rehearsing, but he loved performing. It shoots UV, it does. I like having money, I just don't like earning money. But yeah, so I got to paint my nails. I didn't take a picture of my nails, so you guys don't have a picture of that. But that was, you know, it was fun. I just decided to add that bunny because it was cute. And then after we finished Wicked, it was like maybe like late afternoonish, and I was like, okay, I need a pause. No nail pics. Yeah, sorry, no nail pics. So we had to pause because I had to stop and make lunch for the next day, because I don't know if you guys remember, but on Sunday that weekend, I went to go snowboarding with my friends. So I had to make lunch for everyone, or I didn't have to, but I volunteered. So I was going to make some crispy pork belly for banh mi's the next day. So it took me a bit. Did you even do your nails done if you didn't take a pic? I did, I promise. Rabbit in a bow tie reminds me of Playboy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I just got a message from Mr. Blueberry. He said he even got to choose the nail color. That's right. I was like showing him all of the like color of nail. He is listening, I guess, and he is messaging me on Discord. um and I showed him all the colors. Show yourself when he listens. Is Mr. Blueberry in the room? Hello, Mr. Blueberry. You honestly thought he wouldn't listen? I don't know. But yeah, so he saw all of the colors that I had and he chose the color for my nails. Frantically trying to figure out who specifically isn't in chat right now. You don't know, maybe he's accessing Twitch via like some incognito window, okay? You freaks. It was like pink. He picked like a pink color for me. What if he is in chat to blend in? Okay, what color? I'm going to psychoanalyze. It was pink. He chose a pink color. It was really cute. But yeah, we had to pause. Quick, add all your ships. Mr. Blueberry. Well, we have one person who's one of my ships right here, right, Duo? Corns McGowan. Did you know Corns Duo shipped us together? Mr. Blueberry is the friends we made along the way. It's true. I mean, if you think about it, blueberry and corn, they're both plant things. So perhaps Corns is Mr. Blueberry. Corns is not blueberry enough. Duo ships everyone together. I'm standing by the fact that it's Jump King himself. I just love says Duo. And then also while we were waiting for the pork belly to cook, he also helped me look at some new glasses frames. I haven't purchased them because my prescription stayed the same from last year. So I'm really debating if I should buy new glasses or not. My own partner is gonna get the biggest jump scare. Surprise, it's me. He looked at glasses frames with me. Yeah, he did. I forgot to show you guys a picture of the glasses frame, but it was a pink one. We decided on a pink one. Okay, yeah, 100% he's the one. Okay. So then after, I told you we would bake stuff together, right? So we also had a little baking session on our date. What's not pink? Oh, what's not pink? I don't know. Everything. I want everything I own to be pink. Okay, so which... And I know Chrono knows this because he's seen my kitchen setup. Most of you guys have. Okay, but which one is mine and which one is Mr. Blueberry's? Those brownies aren't pink. I want to see glasses. I don't know where they are. I'm sorry, Floppy. I'll find you guys a picture later. I will, you know, please hold all your questions until the end. Yours is the one on the left. Okay. Any other guesses of which ones are... The one on the left is you. I want brownies so bad now. An innocent but dangerous question. Love brownies? Wait. Okay. Which part of the brownie do you guys like? Are you guys like an edge piece brownie person? Or are you guys like a middle piece brownie person? Certainly consistent with how you take pictures. Oh, I see. Edge but not corner, says Corns. I like the brown part. Okay, you guys are right. This one was his, and this brownie picture was mine. I baked them in cupcake tins so I can get more edge per volume. Edge because I like the crispy. We know you so well. It's true, you guys do know me very well. Yes, this was mine. Okay, am I weird? I really like the middle pieces of the brownie. Like, I don't like the edge piece at all. Like, I don't like any of the crispy bits. You ever get those bags where it's just the crispy parts, brownie brittle? I don't like them. I figured it was his because it was cropped like that to hide more of his life. You're right, though. I did crop it so you guys wouldn't see any of his like setup or like, you know, kitchen or computer space. Like even the Wingstop picture, I cropped it so you guys wouldn't see. So I have never tagged his identity, okay? You don't care how much of your life we see? Middle brownie, best brownie? Okay, we can't be friends, Awesome, because you also like the middle brownie. I can only be friends with people who like the edge pieces. Next time, get a Hilbert curve tray so you can maximize surface area. I can share? No, Francis can no longer play the game for the rest of the presentation. Yes, so I love the middle piece. Luckily, Mr. Blueberry also loves the edge piece, so we get along just fine. You're right, brownies consist of exactly one edge piece and one middle piece. But as you see, if we analyze how the light is hitting the batter, we can extrapolate that Mr. Blueberry is 45.71 feet in the air, meaning he is in fact Jump King. Besides, you know how I work out. When can I eat brownies? You can have them all anyway. Thank you very much. Thank you, I appreciate that. And then we watched another movie together after we finished baking brownies. We watched El Dorado, because I told you guys I've never watched it, right? And so we were like, oh well, I don't want to end our date yet. Do you want to watch another movie? So we watched The Road to El Dorado. Is more wicked than wicked. Oh my god. Okay, I was like, it was so funny because I was like watching the movie with him and they got to the Golden City and I was like, wait, what do you mean they're already there? What do you mean The Road to El Dorado, the movie, is not about them journeying to El Dorado with that at the end of the movie? That pan looks heavy. Mr. Blueberry is buff for sure. El Dorado is a sexy movie, princess. Fuck your date! Did you like the movie? That's all that matters! Does Mr. Blueberry like dogs? I don't think he like loves dogs like I do, but like he doesn't hate them. You know? Hi Hermes, what's up, bud? What's up, baby? He doesn't hate them, certainly. But yeah, so that was our do you like dogs? It's good enough. I did like the movie show. It was quite funny. Did not realize that it was like a musical because there were also some musical numbers, but I also now realize why no one talks about the fact that it's a musical because the music was not that great. We're looking for a dog neutral streamer. I feel like most people are dog neutral, you know what I mean? Like, most people don't base their identity off of the fact that they love dogs so much. Okay, does anyone have a question on what happened during D-Day? Hell yeah, brother! Forgot that it was a musical? Alright, what is your question, Ash? Time to play 20 questions until we find him. I will not be entertaining any 20 questions. How many people died on D-Day? On this D-Day? No one died. There was no fatality. Did you sing along to the musical? I've never seen the movie, so I did not know any of the songs. Mr. Blueberry did not sing along as well. Did you guys e-kiss? I will not be answering any questions about whether or not we kissed. Let me see, it's catchy. I really like the first song, the one that opens the movie. My question is, what is his name? It's Mr. Blueberry. Aw, man. No dust? Then was it really a date? Dog owners can't be dog neutral, right? So maybe he doesn't have a dog. Have you had a second date? Okay, great question, Ash. Thank you from the peanut gallery. We have not had a second date. However, we are talking about a second date. And perhaps we will do something together very similarly where we go get some stuff together, you know? And enjoy the same food items and maybe the same bottle of wine and maybe watch another movie or maybe play a game together. But yes. Oh my god, they did more! Where's my blood pressure medicine? Does he have a dog? I can't answer any questions about whether or not this man has a dog, has had a dog. I feel like you guys will use that to pinpoint who he is. D-Day Part 2! I have a question. Has Hermes vetted Mr. Blueberry as yet? Well, sometimes I have Mr. Blueberry on a Discord call on speaker, and like he'll say Hermes' name and Hermes will respond. He'll like perk up his ears. So Hermes has not vetted him, but I feel like Hermes is at least comfortable with his voice. You know? Is he currently a dog? He's not a dog. Question, are they a 475-year-old vampire with short black hair and green eyes? No comment on anything about Mr. Blueberry. Mr. Blueberry, if you're listening, you should come watch Princess Stream Dangan 3. What if Mr. Blueberry helps me stream Dangan 3? Is Mr. Blueberry actually Hermes in disguise? Oh, he is a vampire, called it. Are they like 80 years old like you? I'm not sure. I don't know. Hopefully Mr. Blueberry is like 90 years old. You know what I mean? Like getting up there in his years. Okay. All right. Okay. Any more questions? Princess likes older men. I see. All right. We are closing questions on D-Day Boy. All right. On Mr. Blueberry, I guess. Okay. Silver Fox. Okay. All right. Forevermore, D-Day Boy is now Mr. Blueberry. No? Why no, Duo? Why no? Do you have questions? Do you have any more questions? We need more. Like, you needed more by prolonging the date. Does he have abs? I don't know. I don't know if he has abs. Mr. Blue D-Day Berry. Mr. Blueberry, if you're helping Princess Stream Dangan 3, please make sure she chooses Oma for all the free time. I would like to say clipping your fingernails on a date is the most disgusting, degenerate thing I've ever heard. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to get that out, LJ. You hear that? She's not seen his abdominal area. What a lie. You know that he's ripped. You've seen it all. Mr. Blue Dava Dee Dava Die Berry. Alright, okay. Now we move on. Okay, are we all comfortable with... He has to be ripped. He's Jump King. Are we all comfortable now with D-Day Boy? I mean, Mr. Blueberry and my date with Mr. Blueberry. Yeah? Okay. All right, let's talk about Alaska. I'm gonna have a little presentation about Alaska too. All right. Alaska trip story time. No, I want 40 more hours. I don't know what else to tell you about our date. I'm not comfortable until I've vetted him. It's okay. I'll tell you guys more about Mr. Blueberry as we do more things together, I'm sure. But okay, so as you guys know, it all started on Monday morning. Okay, Monday was when we flew from California up to Alaska. Okay, and so this was a picture from the plane. Okay. I love how dramatic this is. Don't you guys love, guys, I spent so much time on this presentation. I hope you guys enjoy. 2 presentations, damn, she extra for real. I hope you guys enjoy this content that I'm making for you, okay? Where did you get your PowerPoint templates? Oh my god, Floppy, this is Canva. I built all of this off of Canva, and they have like templates for you to use. So feel free to use Canva. Not the animations on the phone. So this was a picture that I didn't take this because I wasn't sitting in the window seat. I was sitting in the middle, and I passed my phone on to the guy on the right, and he took a picture for me, and I was like, thank you. By the way, the guy on the left side of me did not follow the rule of when you are on the aisle or window seat, you get the whole aisle to yourself and you get the whole window to yourself, right? If you're the middle person who's stuck sitting between 2 people, you deserve the 2 armrests. Okay, I was the middle person, and he kept trying to like edge into my space, and I had to like jut my elbows out, and I was like, no, these are fucking mine. Like, go away. Not happy you didn't use transitions. I'm sorry. I'm not too fancy yet, okay? It's giving grade 9 English group project where only one person did all the work. Okay, so I don't know if you guys realized where I went, but it was Fairbanks, Alaska was where I was at for my Aurora trip. So there was so much snow. It was it's shocking to me as a Californian, you know. I was like, oh my god. And then the very first place that we went to go eat after we got off the plane was at a restaurant called Yes Noodle. And it was like a Thai place. Ever got some, I think, pad see ew, and I got like a tom kha soup. I was like, is it tom yum? No, it's tom kha. My princess is too cheap for that. It's true. I'm way too cheap for first class. I was in like economy, and I didn't even choose a seat, so the airline just picked a seat for me. You know, so I got a middle seat. But yeah, so these were, you know, upon arriving in Fairbanks, okay? And then we settled in. All right, so me and Ever went to walk around the Airbnb property, and we tripped a couple times. It was kind of snowing when we came in. And then Ever went out and like, was like, oh my god, I can take pictures of the snowflakes. So this is a picture from Ever's phone of the snowflake that she took a picture of. And then when we were at the Airbnb, they had a whole bunch of like booklets and stuff. And we saw this, and it was like, you know, I didn't realize how much Alaska was known for its moose, its meeses. I know that's a joke, by the way. So I thought it was funny, so I had my friend take a picture. So apparently, you should never approach a moose if you see one. You know, they're very aggressive. Pay attention to their body language, okay? And if a moose charges or chases you, you have to hide behind something that they don't want to hit. So like ideally like a tree or something, right? So like if they're charging at you, hide behind a tree. Hope that that tree is thick and sturdy enough that that moose decides to give up and not charge into you. And you know, don't feed moose, and enjoy watching them from a safe distance. I just thought that was really funny. Of course it's a joke. The plural is just meese, not meeses. With prices nowadays, that's the only way to fly. The fuck is ultra basic? What do you mean I'm paying more to get the same treatment as a garbage cheap airline? Dude, I'm so mad. I was like the entire time for the boarding group, I was like, how do you get into an earlier boarding group? Like I was in group 6 the entire, was it 6? Maybe group 8. I was in group 8 every time we flew, and I was like, how do you get into like group 3 or 4? Are people like paying, or they're like checking in early? But I'm checking in like 24 hours before my flight. Groups are based on where your seat is. No, because I sat in the front, and the group still was like, no matter whether I sat in the back or the front, I was still group 8. There was several times where I was seat like 11 and then seat row 27, you know? You're checking the moment it opens, or you pick. I see. I am in Canada. Do not approach the meese. I'm also in Canada, and I often forget how fast they run. It is sad to report I did not actually see any moose while I was out there. So sad. Maybe next time. Okay, so Tuesday. So Monday was all traveling, okay? And we had our dinner, and then we, you know, called it a day. And then Tuesday, I like woke up and took a picture right from my bedroom window out into the snow, and you can see the city of Fairbanks, okay? And it was our grocery day. So Tuesday was the day we went out to go get our groceries. But first we had to get our breakfast. As Canadians, you guys get a pet moose at birth. Anyway, I'm not flying during this administration. Yeah, be so careful if you're traveling. Make sure you have all your documents with you. Yeah. All right, breakfast. Moose are so big. I've never seen a moose. I don't know how big they are. We went to the Creperie, I believe the name of the restaurant was. So we got these hot chocolates. Mine was this white chocolate mocha, I think. My friend got a super boozy hot chocolate with like a whole bunch of alcohol in it. Ever got a hot chocolate, and my friend got like a mocha. I'm screwed. I'm gonna be in Hawaii end of April. Wait, why is that bad? Are those hamburgers or macarons? Oh, these are macarons. The theme for this presentation was macarons. I hope not. They actually scare me. This was a picture of our crepes. A lot of people got different ones. I think someone got like a kind of pizza-y. It was like full of salami and prosciutto, and it had like mozzarella cheese and tomato sauce. The one I got was like a lobster, buttery lobster crepe. I got the same one as Ash. This is Ash. He's holding up the crepe. You can see this picture here is the same picture. This is from his phone. So during this presentation, you're gonna see pictures from literally everyone's phone, because I was just looking around to see like who took pictures of what and like which one came out the best. Icy is gonna get me as soon as I land in Hawaii. Oh, I'm sorry. Condolences, duo. It's warm in Hawaii. Who wouldn't want ice? We got some nice art here, and then it was really funny. Their bathroom signs. These were the bathroom signs. It was like, whatever, just wash your hands. Just wash your hands when you're done. That's all that matters. Okay. And then these were the fun things that we saw on the grocery run. Okay. We saw a Cheetos car, and I was just like, I have to take a picture of this car. It's a car branded with Cheetos. I also saw these really cute Sailor Moon soda cans. I actually got this one. It's like a pear flavor, I think. Honestly, I got more pineapple than pear from this drink. It was pretty yummy, though. And then on Tuesday night, our dinner was hot pot. So as you can see, even in the tundras of Alaska, okay, we were able to get ourselves a nice home-cooked meal of hot pot. This was some of the meat that we got, and some vegetables and noodles. And we did eat hot pot while we were in Alaska. It's our like traditional friendship meal. Okay, hot pot. All right. On Wednesday. So in the morning, we went to eat at some like bistro thing, and everyone ordered pretty much like, it was very like American food. So there was like salmon sliders, someone got like a hamburger. I got like a chicken pasta, like a chicken Alfredo pasta bowl. And then we went back to our Airbnb and we watched Togo. Okay, because if you guys don't know, this year is the 100th anniversary of the vaccine run, and it's like the 100th anniversary for the Iditarod. And so we were all laughing hee hee ha ha, because I don't know if you guys know, but Balto isn't the dog that did the most running during like that. Balto, no! Balto's valor twice stolen, by the way. But we watched the Togo movie with Willem Dafoe, and man, Togo's such a good dog. He incredible, amazing. I don't know. I think he ran something like 240 miles from Nome back towards Nome, and like handed the vaccine over to 2 teams. And I think the other teams ran something like 40 miles. Togo's team is the only team that ran like 200 plus miles to get the vaccine back to Nome, right, from Anchorage. And it kind of just the story of Togo, and you know, when he was a puppy, to him helping Chapala and you know, that dog team get the vaccine back in. But it's so funny because obviously everyone knows it as Balto, and it wasn't even Balto, by the way. That was the lead dog. Because when you watch the movie, first of all, justice for Togo, okay? Second of all, the team that Balto ran on, the lead dog's name was actually Fox. Okay, and I think the reporter like was like, oh, you know, I guess Fox is like, oh, it's not a cool enough name. And so he asked about the other dog, and it was named Balto. And so Balto was the one that they wrote into the news article. Princess really hates this dog. No, I just wish that other dogs got the credit for the real work that they did, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay? So we watched Togo together, and then after that, we drove to the Chena Hot Springs. So we went to the Chena Hot Springs, and we did some walking around the resort property, which I'll show you some pictures in just a little bit. The only fox I know is Toby. Princess hates dogs, confirmed. I don't hate dogs. You guys take that back. I don't hate dogs. But yeah, so we watched a movie, and then we drove to Chena Hot Springs. I think it was something like an hour and a half to get there, maybe 2. I don't remember. It was like super windy that day. Undertale is $1 right now. BTW Cap, hello, welcome in. How are you? Oh my god, you missed me telling the D-Day story. You know, chat is now calling him Mr. Blueberry, so I can't call him D-Day Boy anymore. I was just like, D-Day Boy is like a mouthful, so he's now Mr. Blueberry. Wait, hold on. D-Day Boy. Mr. Blue... Oh, shit. That's more syllables. Anyways, D-Day Boy is Mr. Blueberry. Or maybe just Blueberry. I don't know. Blueberry. That's 3 syllables. What if I just call him Blueberry, you guys? Doing great. Sorry, I saw Toby Fox mention. Why Blueberry, though? Because we were talking about... vegetables aren't a real thing, and strawberries aren't berries and blackberries aren't berries either. And then Ash was like, call him Mr. Blueberry. Or Mr. Blue, just call him Blue. Or Stare Blue Bear. Azure, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for the toy bone. Hey, Mr. Blue Captain, says Duo. Blue Bear. Blue Bear is kind of cute. Blue Bear. Yeah, so we went to Chena Hot Springs, and then we walked around the property. I don't know, why is that? Why did I do that? So we saw this whole rack of antlers, and then someone made the joke, hot, nice rack. They're in the blue house. Azure is blue. Azure is also blue. Lots of blue VTubers, you know? And then on a separate side of the hot springs, there was a pond where the ducks were kind of swimming around in, you know? Got some ducks here. There was also a metal dragon. So I took a picture of the metal dragon. And then at this point, it was so cold that my phone was running out of battery. So I went back to the lodge to charge up my phone. And Ash, I think this is Ever. No, Ever, Ash, Miku. Maybe. I actually don't know whose jacket and gloves is whose. But they walked around the property some more, and behind the ice bar, I guess there was like a whole bunch of these like ice martini glasses that were in the trash. And so they fished them out and like took some pictures with it. Dragons are pretty metal. They really are. They really, really are. And then we met a really good boy. His name is Oliver. So the other hot spring activity that we signed up for was to go to the dog kennel and learn more about the dogs on their property, because they're working dogs and they are used for the dog sled activity where people can pay to have, you know, to be mushed around the property with dogs pulling your sled. Oliver, I barely know her. Hi, Azure. Welcome in. Thank you. He was very cute. He was very polite, but kind of strange sometimes, because he would like ask for pets and I would scratch him, you know, on his head, and I would scratch his ears. And then sometimes when I would go too far this way, I think he would like snap at me and I'm like, okay, you don't like that. But other times he would like look up at me and like belly up, and so I scratched his belly and it was fine. And then I think maybe my hand wandered too far or something, and he would snap at me again. So I was like, all right, my dude, you really want pets, but also you're like kind of mean. So I was kind of scared. I didn't want him to bite me. And this was a picture of the kind of dog yard. They had all the dogs on like a chain, and each of the dogs have their own little hut. And they were saying how some dogs refuse to go into their little homes in the winter. Like they'll literally stay out in the cold all winter long because I guess they just really enjoy it. But they run around on the chain, and all of them were getting like so much exercise, and they were just running and running. It was very cute. Oliver sounds like a tease. Maybe you just aren't a dog person. Maybe I'm not the dog person that I think I am, you know? We also... No! Wrong direction. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm clicking so many things. What am I doing? Okay. I clicked the wrong way, so it did it backwards. So this is Willow. You can see she's standing on a box like this. She's standing on her box. She was really shy. She most of the time hid inside her box, inside her home. But she kind of came out and I let her sniff me and she let me pet her. A very sweet dog. And then we got to see the puppies. It was so happy. They were so cute. My little puppy. And this is me. This is me reaching in to pet the little dog. Fabulous, so cute. Puppies, they're so cute. If you are the dog person you thought you were, I'm going to have to change all my presents for you for the next 28 years. Oh, you think I'm gonna live to be 108? That's so kind of you. Did you have to fly in with snow boots or did you rent them? I wore snow boots to the airport from California all the way up to Fairbanks. It was quite warm. Super unnecessary, you know, but I was thinking of my own mortality there. Oh, I see. Okay. You think you're only gonna make it for another 28 years. I understand. I see. But yeah, so we got to see they were like 5 weeks old, I think. They were talking. The guy was explaining it was like 5 weeks old. And then the hot springs. So this was our view. We were in the hot springs, I want to say from like 5:30 to like 7:30 or something. We stayed in the hot springs so late. I don't even wear snow boots when it snows. I don't wear anything. You might die. Okay, so this is my friends. Ash was like, I want the 14 hairstyle. You know, like the Lalafell hairstyle where the onion sprout like just lifts like this. So he got his hair wet and like me and Ever like twisted his hair so that it would go up, and like basically he didn't dunk his head in for the rest of the hot spring time, so his hair froze. It was so cold, you guys. Like the hot spring, super warm, hot even, super hot. Yeah, and the air show, it was fucking freezing. It was so cold. Okay, but this hair pales. This hair pales in comparison to our friend Miku's hair. Okay, Miku, literally the entire time, he looked like Frozone or whatever after, because look at his hair. Like, look at what this man did. He fucking did not. He just let the cold air build snow on his head. It was ridiculous. By the time we got out, it was ridiculous. Me and Everett kept dunking. I can't figure out this photograph. This one, his face is looking to the left, and this is his forehead and his face right here and his ears. And so his hair is coming from here up and back, if that makes sense. So his forehead, his sideburn is here, his ear. Miku's hair looks like Karage. Hair. Fucking. Also, these were taken earlier in the afternoon or evening, if you can't tell. It's still quite light out. This was at the end of the night. It was quite dark, and the hot springs had like some light shining onto the hot springs area, which is why it looks kind of like orangey red. Also, by the way, I'm intentionally doing the sideburns thing now. It's funny. Oh, really? Also, it was really cute because like the entire time we were trying to wait for it to get dark so we could see what the night sky would look like. And so I was like, oh my god, like we should just do something. And I forgot if it was like who suggested it. Maybe it was me or it was a combination of everyone, but I was like, why don't we just play D&D? And you know, an impromptu D&D session. So for the next hour and a half, we play D&D with no dice. Ash is our DM, and he wasn't really playing as much. He was super paying attention, but I don't think he was like, he was just listening because Ever was the one who was telling the story. She was leading the story, right? And it was really cute. We played D&D in the hot springs, and Ash was our dice roller. So we would be like, yeah, I roll. And then Ash would be like, 12, you know? So it was quite cute. We played for 2 hours until it got dark. And then we decided maybe it's time for us to head back because it'll take us like another 2 hours to get back from the hot springs. That's cheating? Well, not really, because Ash is our DM. He knows what's fair, you know? It's fine. Hi, Hermes. What's up? What's up, bud? Hi, baby. It's not time yet. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that was the hot springs. I think also on... What did we have for dinner? I don't remember what we had for dinner that night. But, okay, on Thursday, we decided to go to the North Pole. So there is a city next to Fairbanks. I think the city is North Pole. And we were looking at restaurants to eat at for breakfast. And someone was like, oh, this restaurant was in diners, drive-ins, and dives. And so we went to Country Cafe. It had really cute, like, airplane decorations and this Ninja Turtles blimp, I guess. And this was, so I got like a regular country fried steak, and my friend next to me ordered the Bigfoot country fried steak, and you can see my food was already very large, by the way. This was a huge meal. I like maybe ate like half to 3/4 of it, 2/3, not that much. And it came with 2 pieces of toast, you can see here. This was my friend's plate. You know how they have a true north? That's a fake north. And this was another person's meal. I think this was just like a scramble plate. And then we went to the North Pole. So we took a picture outside the North Pole in this little sled. Obviously, I covered all our faces. Should have taken a photo from a different angle. Can't tell how much is perspective. Oh, sorry. And then, like, I don't know if you can see, but like behind us, there's like these little displays. They had like a whole bunch of little displays all around the outside building, where it was like little dioramas, and like these were just so cute. And then this was inside the North Pole. Oh, hold on. And this was inside the North Pole. There were like a lot of Christmas trees. This was a picture in a like Santa's workshop. There was like underneath the table was a whole bunch of like wrapping and toys in his workshop. This was a really cute ornament that I saw on the shelves. Basically, the North Pole was a gigantic gift shop. If you guys didn't understand what it was just a giant gift shop full of Christmas things. A Christmas village as well, and really cute ornaments and like just trinkets. I saw this really cute dog basket that I really wanted, but also I'm like, how am I gonna pack that? So I didn't get it. That's where Santa Goblin lives. Do we have a Santa Goblin? I thought it was Stamp Goblin. There's a Santa Claus in Indiana. That's pretty much the same thing. Wait, really? That's so cute. And then I saw these gumdrop like ornaments, and I thought it was so cute. So I took a picture of it. Okay. Some of the cutest things on this trip, though, was the letters to Santa. So I'm going to read you a few. Okay. And these were mailed from all over the world, by the way. Like, children would mail letters to the North Pole, and this is where they end up. And I guess the staff kind of just pick like good ones to post up around the workshop. This one says, "Dear Santa Claus, hello, Claus with an E, by the way. Hello, Santa. How has your time off been? Did you go on vacation anywhere? If so, please tell all about where you went and what you did. How is Mrs. Claus, the elves, and the reindeer been? I was wondering what you would like us to put out for you and the reindeer. I was also wondering if we would leave something for Mrs. Claus and the elves, because I'm sure that they work really hard as well. This year, I would like a Anki Overdrive Super Truck, preferably X5 2, a Anki Overdrive Collision Kit, a Anki Overdrive Launcher Kit, a Anki Cosmo, and a Titanfall action figure. As you can see, I have more robotic things than usual. So if the supplies is too much money or too hard on the elves, then you don't have to make it. Some of my friends say that you're not real, but I know that you are real and someone working really hard to make a difference. And then this kid makes a fucking graph with no definition, by the way, of what series 1, 2, 3 are, but it just says how cool you are, how much haters are missing out, how much I appreciate you, how hard you work. As you can see from this graph I made, you are awesome and super cool. Thank you again for your commitment, Santa. P.S. Tell Mrs. Claus I said hi. Sincerely, Nathan Michael Horton. You're reading these letters? They were so funny. Hi, O2, welcome in. I want a Titanfall action. That kid is nosy. No, I thought that just kind of dumped them somewhere if you address them to Santa. No, if you mail them to the North Pole, they come here. My ex used to spell Santa Claus with an E. She asked, well, then why is the movie spelled that way? She finally began to understand that the title was a pun. That's so cute. I love that all the bars are equal. What exactly is the purpose? Who cares? 10 out of 10. That's exactly what this kid is giving. Like, it's 10 out of 10 energy. 5 for all 3 years that this kid has been getting presents, I guess. I don't know. The next one. This is great. This one is a really great letter, by the way. Dear Santa, this year I have been very good, and all I want for Christmas is a few things. So here are my requests. My first request is a puppy. I think I should get a puppy because 95% of everyone who has one is 100% happier. And also having a puppy will make me more responsible and it will give me company. My second request is a bike. I really want a bike because all of my friends have bikes and my doctor says it's good for you to ride a bike. My third and last request is for socks. I really need socks this winter because if I don't, my feet will freeze when I walk around the house. Do you really want my feet to freeze this winter? Since I have been good this year, please think about my request. And Ever was literally like, this kid got it all. He got the arguments for logos, ethos, and pathos in this letter. It's okay, she wasn't the dumb one in her family. I had to watch her explain to her mom how they can live on the west side of their state but still live on the east side of the country. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. How can you not understand that? This one was cute. It said, Dear Santa, my name is Yuto. I live in Japan. I'm a junior high student. Santa, Merry Christmas. For Christmas, I would like nothing. Don't worry, I really don't want present for Christmas. Best wishes to you and your family during this holiday. Love, Yuto. Turns out I have a smarter mother-in-law by not getting married. Okay, this one was also funny. This one says, Dear Santa. I don't know if you guys can read it because it's kind of blurry. But it says, Dear Santa, hi, it's Corbin here. I haven't really written a letter to before, but I think it would be cool if I did one this year. Christmas has come around really fast this year. I hope all your work is going well, Santa. It's a bit late, but I still have a request for Christmas. I was wondering if you could still add it to your list. This year, I would like to get a Nerf. A Nerf. Mom says they're a waste of time, but they're great. You get to have Nerf wars with your friends and stuff. Don't worry, I will not shoot my brother with it. Well, maybe once or twice. Kmart's got a great supple of Nerf guns and the ones I would like. Kmart and other places would probably be a disgrace to the toys that your elves could make. The Nerf I would like is the Nerf Mega Roto Fury Blaster. If you're all out, I would still like to have the Nerf Strike Elite Retaliator. So that's what I would like for Christmas, thank you. P.S. Here's 2 pictures of the Nerf guns if you don't know what they are. From Corbin. Here's pictures of the Nerf gun in case you don't know what they are. It's so funny. Okay, there were like so many more super normal letters. I think there's just this. I just have this last one. This one says, "Dear Santa, how are you doing? I'm fine. The list below, what I want. I don't need everything because I want each kid to get the same amount of presents. This is what I truly want for Christmas. Dog from Land of Paws times 1 bajillion. Gray North Face jacket, Isabel. Casey Royal Champion shirt. Chromebook case teal blue. Chromebook cover something. Samsung Galaxy Tab 4 keyboard." So funny. I swear that me and Ever would like spend like 5 to 10 minutes at each of the entrances because that's where they put these letters up, and we would read them and laugh. It was so good. This kid is so forward thinking by asking for a jacket during winter. I know, right? Okay, in the evening. Okay, by the way, you guys, do you see this owl? I need you guys to think, just what you guys think. If you had to describe this owl, how would you describe this owl? What words would you use to describe the way this owl looks? We were on our way out and you two were reading more. I know, it was so funny. You laugh at these children. They're cute children. Autumnal, says Floppy. Who else has a word to describe this owl? I'll tell you guys what I said, and then I forgot what Ever said, but it was along the same lines of what I said. Actually, I think I remember what Ever said. But she got a big ass. I remember. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. I will say that I thought that this owl was I said he was very well behaved. If you look at how he looks like a very well behaved owl. What did Ever say? MT. Also, MT was a friend that he was our friend from Alaska that came on this trip with us to Fairbanks. Polite is what Ever said. A very polite owl. I said well behaved. We also played some Betrayal. I censored Ever's feet. You guys don't get that for free. So, no free feet, no freet. We played some Betrayal. We also played, I don't know if you guys know this game, but I really want to like play this with more people. This is called Once Upon a Time, I believe. And I've played it a lot with my friends on Tabletop Sim. But my friend MT brought this. You show off my edited photos. I don't think I got them. I was going through the album, but I was kind of rushed. So I don't know if I got everything. I would not have noticed the feet. I would have thought nothing of the feet. Now you're making me think about feet. Should I DM them? No, it's okay. I did have access to the album, but I don't want to like add stuff in last minute because I already finalized the presentation. You can share them on the Discord, though, if you want. Because I'm sure people would enjoy the pictures. So please do share them on the Discord. But yeah, we also played this game called Once Upon a Time. And it's basically like a storytelling game where you're trying to... Okay, how do I explain this? It is a card game where everyone gets a fairy tale ending. So this ranges from like, and they were happily married, and they lived happily ever after, right? To, and then the curse was broken, you know, and the kingdom lived in harmony, you know, something like that, where there's a whole bunch of ending cards. You take an ending card, you read it, you put it down, and that's your ending. You have cards in your hand that are things like stepmother, brother/sister, so characters. You also have cards that are like kingdom, or forest, you know, like places. You also have cards that are more descriptive, like I don't know, wicked maybe, or and then this thing breaks and you have to, like, you know, say something that breaks, maybe like someone's heart, or maybe it's like an item that breaks. But basically you have to use those cards in your story, and so you have to weave a story that gets you to the ending that you picked. But everyone else is trying to do the same thing, and there are ways to interrupt someone's story that they're telling, basically by either using a card that has like an interrupt on it, or if someone says a word that you have the card for. So if like Ever says sister, and I'm like, I have the sister card, I put the sister card down, and then I take over the story from there, and so on and so forth. So this is like, yeah, competitive storytelling is basically what the game is, and it's so fun. And you get some really wacky stories happening. So we played this, and then after we wrapped up, we went to a mountain range called Cleary Summit, I think. Such wholesome friend stories. Cherish your friends, everyone. We went out to Cleary Summit. This was a picture of, you know, the mount, like we parked, and then this was like kind of looking out off of the mountain. Ever, of course, drew a little venti. And then this was the first night that we kind of saw, it was like kind of hazy, but we did see it dancing around in the sky. Word of warning, it looks a lot cooler in photos than it did in real life, because in real life our eyes could not see all these colors. It was literally like you would look at it and you're like, is that a cloud? Is that like a haze? Oh, it's blinking. Okay, it must be the northern lights. So you're gonna see in these pictures it looks much more vibrant than it did in real life. But this is me and Ever, and these were some of the lights in the sky. We made a little heart here. Okay. And then this was, we had driven back, and this was near our Airbnb. Also this night, I didn't take a picture of it, but we ate steak this night. We got back, I made some steak. We like cooked up some steak that we got at Costco. That was our dinner. Okay. Wow, steak. Hello, Autumn. How are you? Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Playing the Monster Hunter Wilds, Autumn. How have you been liking it? Check out Autumn, you guys. She's absolutely lovely. And a French horn player in VTSO. All right, so on Friday, what did we do? We went to the World Ice Art Championships. They had like a whole ice sculpture park. And all of this is made from just ice. It's so incredible. This was carved from ice. Okay, all of these different colored things are ice. The pucks were wood, I think. They were wooden. This was like, you know, I think Elsa from Frozen. And this was a penguin. This is Ever's hand. She's high-fiving the penguin. All I saw was pictures. I'm free again. Why was Roscoe mixing puppies in hot springs? Oh, we saw puppies at the China Hot Springs, and they had recently, like, some of the dogs had recently given birth, so we got to visit puppies. And these are some of the sculptures that we saw, that some of them were being worked on and some of them were done. This one was a really cool one. I think this was made by a team from China. How did they get texture the squares? The ice is so clear. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like the way the ice freezes will determine if it's clear or not. And like they're like super masterful at it, obviously. And this was this really cool bear that was doing a peace sign. These were, so each of these displays, by the way, had these little like dividers that they would string rope through. And a lot of the competitors made little dividers that were themed for their sculpture. I think this one was the mushrooms, and you can see like they got like the little texture underneath, and they also got this like shit, you know what I forgot? There's a really good picture. I forgot to include it in here. But they got like the little spots on the mushroom too. I have no clue where they get their ice. I'm sure we could like research it, right? When I was in Guangzhou, I went to a butter sculpture competition. That's crazy. Butter? That's crazy. This one was really cool too. This was like a, is it like a leopard, I think? Very cool. This one, also all made of ice. By the way, these speakers that you see in the background, ice. The guitar, ice. The drum set, ice. The people, ice. Okay, that's all ice. This one was really cool. It was like a, you know, same pose as the bear, but like an astronaut instead. And then I think this one was playing music. This one was super cool. Loved the way the light hit the abdomen of the spider. And the way the I said glass, but it's ice. The way the ice is textured in the back that made it look like a web. Super cool. I want high resolution photographs. I think I can share some. I can find, I'll download some for you and I'll share them in the Discord. But yeah, this was like a whole bunch of friends. This was from everyone's camera. But it was super cool. This was the World Championships and we just happened to be there the week that they were finishing up the single block. And so the multi-block and double block were done already. I don't know how big one block of ice is, but they carve all of these from like several, depending on the competition, right? You either get multiple blocks or 2 blocks or 1 block of ice, and you have to like make it work. This one was so cute. This was like a spaceship, like a rocket ship with a little boy and a dog. Obviously a dog. I love the dog one. And then this one was a really cool one. This was from a guy in Japan, and like literally the unicorn had like a city inside of it, okay? And like look how thin and fragile these ice pieces look. So freaking cool. And like the texture on the unicorn, oh, so cool. Okay, after the I call that a fairy unicorn. After the championships sculpture area, we went to the Pump House, apparently like a super touristy restaurant. So it's like a historic place. There was a moose thing. This was mounted super high up though, so I still have no scale of how large a moose is, by the way. There was this like thing of a dog sled, and it was hung upside down. So what you're seeing is like the rafters of the ceiling. And this was hung from the ceiling. Typo on the Pimp House. And this was the Pump House, like the window and the decoration. So you can tell it has more of like a Victorian kind of like saloon vibe. It's like a very historical place, I guess. And this was a bear, a real taxidermied bear behind a glass. This thing was huge. Like, I stood next to it and my head didn't even hit the bear's shoulders. Ginormous animal. We had some raw oysters. We had, you know, our meal here, you can see. And then we also, so someone ordered mac and cheese. I think this was Ash. And then I ordered like this salmon that was sitting... No, it wasn't salmon. It was halibut. Was it halibut? Some whitefish with a pesto crust. And this was like arugula and fennel. There were pieces of, I think, tomato sitting on a corn risotto. Yes, and then Empty had fish and chips, but I didn't see any. Did you take a picture of your food? I didn't see any. I didn't include it because I didn't see the picture in the album. And then this was Ever's meal. It was supposed to be reindeer, but they didn't have any reindeer, so she got elk medallions with some potato wedges, some undercooked carrots. She said that they were still kind of too tough, and some broccoli. The best part of the meal, and Ever still dreams about this, is the apple pie that we had for dessert. Also, by the way, I did it. It was so boring. By the way, like, we had decided, we were like, oh yeah, sure, let's see your dessert menu. Because we thought they were going to come out with like a menu book. The waitress literally comes out with a huge tray of desserts, like already plated. And she goes, this is what we have for dessert. We have, you know, this apple pie, this chocolate cake, creme brulee. And she like brought it all out. And we were like, oh, okay. So we chose the apple pie and the creme brulee. And the apple pie came out, and like Ever loved this. She wants to try to recreate this apple pie. There's so much apple in here. And then we also got creme brulee for the table. So delicious. She's an angel! Looks good. That does look incredible. Yeah, it was so yummy. And then when we left the pump house, there out behind it, in front of it, is a river. Which river was this again? MT, was this the Tanana River? But basically, the river is frozen over. You can see Chena River. Oh, it's Chena River? Okay, yeah, Chena River. And you can see the river is like completely frozen over because there's like these tracks on it. People have driven over it. While you were having a time of your life, I ate a raw egg. Oh, how was it? How was your raw egg? The right amount of apples. What made the pie extra special? Just that it had a lot of apples in it, Floppy. And I guess the apples were cooked perfectly. Which forever, I think now this apple pie is her like holy grail of apple pies. We did happen to go back to the ice sculpture park again at night this time. Here are some of the pictures. I really like this one. This was like a space one. But here are some of the pictures of the sculptures, those same sculptures at night. So cool. Super cool. You can see like, I guess at night. Oh, by the way, I'm peeking. I'm peeking at you. This was in like the play area where you could touch the sculptures and stuff. My Finnish friend says the travel time to school doubles in the summer because they have to walk around the lake instead of over it. Oh, I see. That's crazy. This was part of the single block competition. So this, like, these two beta fish circling each other, this is made of one block of ice. I mean, obviously, this guy has, like, cut it up and, like, stacked them. But this is made from one block. And he was still working on it while we were walking around. This was a praying mantis and spider, and you could see some fruit here that's been eaten. I believe this sculpture was called Fruit Fight. Oh my god, this was so cute. This was a little squirrel playing violin, and you can see a wing holding a glass, which just happens to be this really cute looking owl from the same sculpture, by the way. Yes, maybe it was playing viola. No, I wanted to be playing violin. It's so, you know, play a jaunty tune on the violin. And this was the dog and little boy sculpture at night, and the actual, like, whole thing of the, like, rocket ship and stuff. All of this made of ice, you guys. Carved from ice. Crazy. This was, like, this really cool bison. I liked the texture on it, and the way the light shone off of it. Super cool. And then this, I think, placed, I forgot, I don't know if it was like first place or second place, but this was like a really cool sculpture, as you can see. And then the same one, the solar system one, but like on the outside, they had this panel that had a handprint on it, and you can see I put, I like put my hand there, and I took a picture of it. It was like, you know, kind of cool. Are the lights inside the ice? No, the lights are like behind the ice. The solar system one is insane. It's so cool. Also, I had like a super blonde moment because I literally looked at this and I was like, wait, if Jupiter and Saturn are that close, aren't they going to? And then I was like, no, don't ask that question, princess. I like said it out loud too. And I was like, are they gonna hit each other? And I was like, I like closed my eyes and I was like, no, why would you ask? The ice spirals didn't last the end of the week. Oh, that's sad. You know what picture I forgot to add? There was this guy that was working on the single block competition, and I really loved it. It was a picture of or it was a sculpture of a dog balloon animal, and it was so cute. And I wish I added it to this, but I wish you could have seen it because the dog balloon ice sculpture was so cute. Eva, welcome in. Hello, hello. I posted it on Discord. Thank you. Guys, check out Evo. He's having his debut soon, April 15th. So go give him a follow so you guys can, you know, be notified when he debuts. It's gonna be incredible, amazing. But yes, hello, hello, Evo. How are you? Good afternoon / evening? I'm getting old. Evo! Now I'm gonna be the only, like, V-Roider in VTSO. I'm sad. It's just me. Evo's my favorite Filipino VTuber. It's true. He's Filipino, you guys. Alright. And then we had Aurora Borealis. Second day, we just walked outside our Airbnb and we saw more pictures of the, as Duo calls it, the, what was it? The Aura Boro Boro? Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna use it. I like my 3D MVs. I ain't dropping that. Think there are a few others. I see. I think it's mainly Evo and me that like stream pretty frequently as V-Roiders. Who else streams frequently as a V-Roider? But yeah, again, I must heavily emphasize that these pictures look better in pictures, because in real life, it was like, oh, is that like a cloud? Is that like a spot in the sky? Like, and then it would flicker in and out. Aurora Bora Bora, thank you. Eclipse moon. Yes, the Aurora Bora Bora, as Duo calls it. Exposure moment. Yes, so this was like 3-second exposures, I think. Really cool looking. If you're lucky, it does get brighter. We were not lucky. Ichi Kuripafu. Oh, Ichi and Kuripuff. That's right. Do they stream often? I know they do concerts often, but I guess I haven't really watched our Japanese members. They stream at a time that is not feasible for me to go watch. But you're right, Autumn. You're right. You're right. And then on Saturday, winding down, we went to this like smokehouse / brewery and we got barbecued meats. This was a loaded baked potato with pulled pork. We got nachos with brisket, and we got some brisket and I think beef ribs. And oh my god, you guys, these pickled jalapenos and pickled onions were so good. They were delish. My friend Miku got a flight of beers. Nitro Moose, Midnight Glow, Untamed, and Vanilla Coffee. They were all stouts. The best one was probably the Nitro. It was really yummy. How much does the food cost? Surprisingly, not that expensive. It was like on par with California prices. I'm gonna say, I think honestly, the smokehouse was the cheapest. The fucking Thai place was the most expensive, by the way, and the food, like, quality and taste did not match how expensive it was. It was a total scam. The smokehouse was the barbecue place, best food of the entire trip. Aside from, okay, if I could rate the food that Tuba-chan, oh that's right, Tuba-chan, yeah. Yes, yeah. But okay. Best food that I would rank for our trip. This place was pretty much #1. In my opinion, it was #1 in our entire trip. Second place has to be hot pot that we ate at the Airbnb. We made that at the Airbnb, okay? Third place, easily the steaks that I made at the Airbnb. Okay? Fairbanks don't got that much of a food scene. I gotta say, not that great. I would say the two, like, of the top 3, 2 of them were things that we made at the Airbnb, okay? 4th place, steak ramens. I mean, the steak ramen, the ramen. Oh yeah, we did have it with steak. I mean, that was good too. Yeah. But I think from 4th place on, it would just be like a mix of the places that we ate out and the ramen that we had. Honestly, it would just be that. Of course, Yuki as well. Oh yes, Yuki. Gotcha. Yeah. Rip my fish. I feel like yours would be close to the top. Hello, Dio. Welcome in. Welcome. But yeah, like, honestly, the food out was not great. I enjoyed the food that we had at the Airbnb much more. Do you guys like my wallet? It's a Sailor Moon wallet. Can you guys see it? It's kind of cute. And then very lastly, we had a little excursion out to Pioneer Park. It was honestly just a very old-timey town-ish. And we walked around and saw historical stuff. And that was it. Thank you. Do you have any questions about my Alaska trip? Because that's everything that I did for D-Day and Alaska trip. How are you, Dio? I hope you're having a good Thursday. But yeah, that was, you know, a recap. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. How many states have you been to now? Well, obviously I live in California. I've been to Nevada because Sin City, Alaska, and Florida. So 4 states. In my 80 years, I've been to 4 states. Posted the balloon animal dog. Oh my god, you guys, please go look at the Puppy Kingdom Discord in dog pics. The balloon animal dog sculpture is so cute because there's a balloon animal dog and also there's like this little dog on the side. It's so adorable. I love it so much. Everyone should go look in the Discord. The guy was working on it and it looked so cool while he was working on it too. Adorable. I've been to most states. My Thursday went well. How was your Thursday? I mean, Thursday was okay, but like I had to go into work because my supervisor was like, at least show face because we're having a big lunch catered because another company was coming to like check out our things. So I was like, okay, I'll show up and this whole thing. So Hermes was by himself for like 3-ish hours and that was really sad. I've been to LA twice only? That's okay. No, Hermes. I know, my baby. Is it sleepy time? No, I'm probably gonna play some video games. Maybe do some daily roulettes in 14. I know, Duo. Boo, 14 boo. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Mr. Blueberry, as he shall henceforth be named, obviously will remain a mystery, hopefully. Oh, Hermes. Hi, baby. I know, I'm almost done. I promise. I'm almost done. But if anything else happens, I will let you guys know. Have you been playing while you were on holiday? 14? No, I didn't have access to my computer. Or I didn't really touch my Switch, actually, that much. I wanted more Mr. Blueberry. Duo says Hermes. Bark us his name. No more stream. Yeah, that's all I had for today. Just telling you guys story time. And I think I'm gonna wrap up and, you know, call it an... You brought a Switch? I did bring a Switch and obviously did not take it out at all the entire trip. Something else could happen? Pergant not? Hopefully no perganate. Mr. Blueberry is taking princess time away from us? No! I'm playing video games, okay? I wanna... Oh my god, you guys, this expansion is gonna be my expansion. I'm like so ready to like level up all of my jobs in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm so close to finishing one of the tanks. Through sheer will, by the way, of PvP. Okay, I have not played Dark Knight in any other content except PvP. I would queue in as Dark Knight and then immediately switch over to Summoner and I get the experience for Dark Knight. She played Jump King on her date. I didn't, but Mr. Blueberry has played Jump King. I will tell you guys that. And he did not hate it. I wish I could like 14 again. Why not duo? You can play it by yourself. Nothing wrong with that. But yes, no stream on Saturday because I do need to really practice and, you know, record for our VTSO project. But on Sunday, we will play some Little Nightmares too. So hopefully you guys will come by for that. And next week, we will be focusing on Earthbound and trying to chip away at that. And we will do another of the Donathon incentives that you guys met, which is the Heart Lego hand cam. So I do have the Heart Lego set right here. I'm gonna put it together and hope you guys have fun. We'll be just doing like just chatting. If he's a friend of yours, he has to have played Jump King. It's like a rite of passage. Posted my photos on Creative Gallery. Thank you. If you guys are interested in looking at some pictures of the Aurora Borealis from when me and my friends went, MT is one of the friends that came with us on the trip. He has posted some edited pictures of the Aurora Borealis. So if you guys are interested, join the Discord. So here it is. Join the Discord and check out the Creative Gallery. You'll see those pictures there. Okay? It's true, Princess and I were not friends before I played Jump King. Flying back home Sunday your time. Oh, I'm sorry, Duo. Maybe you can catch the VOD of the Little Nightmares too, you know? I walked past Eorzea Cafe in Osaka and I silently said boo 14 boo. Oh, Duo, I'm sorry. All right, guys, I gotta feed my dog and I gotta walk him. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Who can we raid into? For the rest of the night. Oh my gosh! Okay, Inés is actually streaming Draw Curiosity. She was here the last time we streamed on Monday. So let's go check out Inés. She's doing some Lego and brick building, so this will be perfect for next week, you know? It is Draw Curiosity. So let's go check her out. She's streaming together with another friend, it looks like. So hopefully we can catch them. Say hi to Mr. Blueberry. I will let Mr. Blueberry know that everyone from stream said hello. All right. Okay, you guys. If you are a subscriber, go ahead and copy that first raid message or the second. Both will work. If you are not a subscriber, you'll need to copy that second raid message. We're going to raid my friend Inés Draw Curiosity. She is a scientist who also streams and does long form content on YouTube. Super cute, very intelligent, and such a pleasure to like be around. And like, it was so cool to meet her for Hot Pot that one night. So a friend stream, I'm gonna throw rocks. No! But I hope you guys enjoyed over there. I will see you guys all on Sunday. Thank you so much, Action. And thank you, everyone, for being here, whether you were lurking or chatting. I really appreciate it. Chippy, thank you so much for the resubscribe. As always, you guys, please be happy, please be healthy, but most of all, please be kind. Be kind to others, because you never know what a smile, hug, or hello can do for someone who's having a bad day. And be kind to yourselves. Make sure, you're staying hydrated. Get up and stretch your legs every once in a while, because if you don't, you might get an embolism. And then you might die, and then we'd all be very sad. You don't want to die, do you? I don't want you to die. I'm sure your friends and family don't want you to die, so maybe don't die. All right? I'll see you guys all later. Please join me on Sunday to keep me company for Little Nightmares 2. And I can't die until I find out who Mr. Blueberry is. I will be immortal, says Duo. All right, you guys. Say hi to Inez for me. Treat her well. I know she will treat you guys super well. I'll see you all later. Bye, 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 bye. Take care of yourself. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, you guys? Twitch will, I think, count down soon. So it'll like take you guys right over. See you guys later. Bye.